All right, let's welcome to the show guest number 3, Dr. Arthur Langston of Integrity Spine and Joint Center. Good to see you, bud.
Hey, good to see you, Dave. Thanks for having us on tonight.
And thanks for presenting the Stanley Cup Award to each one of our Integrity Spine and Joint Center Teams of the Month coaches. So we've got the Central Girls Golf Team in here tonight, and their coach is going to be super stoked, Steve Ellis, when he gets this.
All right, welcome.
It's great.
Love doing it.
Yep. Okay, so what's been going on at Integrity Spine and Joint Center in Troy?
Well, we have some new fun stuff that we just started using. We've had it about 6 weeks now. So we use it's called radial shockwave therapy. Some of you may have heard of it. It uses literally like a shockwave, not electrical shock, but a shock impulse. It goes on the tissue. It breaks down connective tissue. It breaks down calcium. So for like bone spurs and stuff like that. It also helps by breaking down the tissue. It gets the body to stimulate the stem cell process. There are a few name brand ones out there called Stem Wave and Soft Wave. You might have heard from before. Ours is just a slightly different brand, but it's amazing for using plantar fasciitis or you're treating plantar fasciitis. And like I said, calcific tendonitis of the shoulder, back pain, neck pain. It's amazing for that.
Huh. I think I need it in a couple spots. shoulder,
Yeah.
elbow, wrist.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
And when did you get this?
We had about 6 weeks. Mm-hmm.
And you've seen improvement.
Oh yeah.
Results
Yeah.
right away.
It's pretty awesome. I tell people sometimes, it kind of gives you that second day soreness a little bit, after you've had a good workout and you kind of feel it the next day. But people are really liking it. Like I said, plantar fasciitis, neuropathy. We've been using it for neuropathy. It's really, really good for all those things.
Define neuropathy, just in case someone else doesn't know what it is.
So neuropathy, a lot of times is kind of what we call idiopathic. We don't exactly know why. All right, why it happens. Right, it could be a vitamin deficiency. It could be diabetic neuropathy. It could be from chemo. There's lots of reasons why potentially, but it's hard to pin it down. So basically neuropathy itself is when you get numbness, tingling, burning in the extremities, primarily the feet, but you do get it in the hands and stuff like that as well.
I got a little.
Yeah.
In my left heel.
Okay.
We got to talk about it.
Right.
I'll come in. We'll talk about it for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, So, like I said, it'd be great for that for sure.
So this new technology that you're using, are you using it on a lot of athletes?
Oh, yeah.
Which
it's great for
sports?
that.
All of them?
Yeah. It's going to be good for, like I said, anything, a lot of chronic stuff we'll use it for primarily, but it doesn't mean we wouldn't use it on an acute situation. Probably more of the acute stuff, we would use the other stuff that we've added as well, which I can talk about in a second, but really good for, like I said, chronic, plantar fasciitis, like we talked about the neuropathy, which would be also carpal tunnel would fit in there. Just that chronic low back pain. It's just going to be really good to get in there and really break up. It's like the deepest massage you could ever imagine having.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So what's some of the other stuff going on there?
So the other thing that we've added, and this is it can kind of be used acute and chronic. It's called, it's kind of a long one. So extracorporeal magnetotransduction therapy. So in short, extracorporeal just literally means like outside the joint, right? I'm not putting the magnet in the joint, right? And it uses a electrical magnetic field to go through the tissue. It's great for post-surgical stuff because a lot of times, our laser is amazing for that too, but I have to be able to see the joint, right? So like if I have somebody who just had shoulder surgery or just had knee replacement surgery, I can't laser them as easily, but with the magnetic transduction therapy, I can put that right over the top of the shoulder. I don't have to undress the dressing, where the sutures and the incisions are. It just goes right over the top of that, puts that magnetic current through the joint, aids in the healing process, boosts the stem cell production. So especially with shockwave, we're going to kind of stimulate that stem cell, and then the magnet is going to accentuate that. So I was just looking for some other things that kind of just have that just total. I scoured, I researched, I tried to find what is everything we could be doing from a pain treatment perspective, from a recovery perspective, from a functional perspective. What is everything we could be doing that's out on the forefront? And then especially with this magnetotransduction therapy, it's the only one. Probably, I have a colleague who has one up in Chicago, and I think so that might be the closest one within 4 or 5 hours.
Continuing to lead the field medically, Integrity Spine and Joint Center.
That's what we're trying to do, my friend.
Langston. That's why you've got so many satisfied customers.
That's what we're trying.
What else is good there? Anything else new?
No, I mean, everything else, we're just helping everybody we can. I mean, like I said, this really allowed us to do a lot of other things, post-surgical stuff. The neuropathy thing is really neat. We're still doing the dry needling and acupuncture. We're still doing cold laser or class 4 laser, still adjusting, of course, right? And just treating athletes, but also, mom and pop, grandma, sons, everybody. So it's pretty cool to treat the gambit. I mean, I had if I may see the son who's the football player and be like, dad could be like, hey, my neck's been bothering me too. Can you work on me as well? And so it's cool just to kind of have that total process to treat everybody, not just an athlete versus, whatever.
And you're located right there in Troy, and you see a lot of triad kids, but of course you're willing to work on anybody, Edwardsville, Father McGivney, Metro East, Lutheran, Maryville Christian, like anybody from the Metro East, obviously.
You got it.
Very centrally located. I'm sure you see athletes from all those schools.
Absolutely. Yeah, we see a ton of athletes from all over for sure. We're right off Highway 40, 55, 70 to 40, about a mile down the road.
Integrity Spine and Joint Center, the presenter of the Team of the Month, which is Breese Central Golf, up next. Thank you so much for coming by. Always good to see you.
Thanks, Dave.
Okay, and now for our Integrity Spine and Joint Center Team of the Month, we've got from Breese Central, Coach Steve Ellis. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Maya Campworth.
Yes.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Having me on.
And we've got Luca Lyons.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Good to see you, girls. All right, Coach, big weekend for you last weekend. Third place trophy for the Cougars girls golf team.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting. We had a good chance to qualify and make our way up there, and it was our second time going, and we had a pretty good game plan trying to make sure we could capitalize on everything that we do well in golf.
And how many years have you been the coach there?
I think it's my 8th year now.
Okay.
Kind of keeps running, and you kind of lose it a little bit here and there.
Okay. Let's go back through the whole season. Let's start at tryouts way back in August, about mid-August, about August 15th when fall sports were allowed to start. Girls, you remember that? Mm-hmm. Was it your goal? Were you thinking, okay, we have a chance to bring a trophy back to Central? Were you thinking that back in August?
I was a little bit. I feel like my personal goal for our team was just to do better than we did last year, because I think we left a lot of shots out on the course last year, and it was our first time going for everyone, so I think there were some nerves. So, yeah, I was excited to hopefully get the opportunity to go back.
Where did you finish last year?
Last year we were 7th in state.
Okay. So you were right there last year too. I mean,
yeah.
And how many strokes did you improve your score by between last year and this year?
So last year we shot 713 as a team. This year we shot 657. And we kind of made a push towards the end because we knew we were close to second. We were only 2-3 strokes away. And we took some risky shots on our 18th hole trying to make a big push with our students who we knew would not be in the top individuals for the state. So once we knew they weren't going to be in that category, we were like, let's make them push. So if we can get on in 2, maybe make a putt, get a birdie. And it probably cost us a couple strokes. So the score's a little bit skewed there just because of the fact that we did make that big push, and it didn't quite pay off the way we hoped it would.
So you are really involved in shot selection, course management, picking the right club at the state tournament and throughout the year?
Yeah, I do a lot of that. So the main thing that we always look at, I always go to par 3s first. That's the one thing I do. So if we go to play a course at, let's say, anywhere, it could be Tamarack, it could be anywhere, we always look at the par 3s the week ahead of time, and we figure out what their yardages are, and we spend a lot of time during the week hitting that yardage. I'm trying to make sure we get on in that green and regulation, because that's really where we save most of our strokes, and that's really what kind of pushes us to be ahead of everyone else, in my opinion, is making sure we can hit those par 3s.
Par 3s first.
Par 3s first. They're actually the hardest hole to play for scratch golfers. So scratch golfers on average shoot 3.16 on par 3s. And when you start looking at handicaps between 0 to 5, 5 to 10, that number goes up quite a bit. And when you start getting to 20 handicappers, they're averaging maybe 4 1/4, something like that. So if we can get our 10 handicappers, 15 handicappers to play it at a 3.16, now we're shaving 2-3 strokes on the side per hole, and that really adds up over time.
Very analytical approach to golf.
Yeah,
Are
thanks.
you a math teacher?
No, actually, I teach woodshop.
That's right. Okay, because it was Tim Campworth who sent the email to me suggesting you for Integrity Spine and Joint Center Team of the Month, and he said that he thought it was an unusual combination that you were a shop teacher and a golf coach.
Yeah, it's probably not the most common of golf coach positions.
Well, I think people are getting rid of shop class. Like, what do you teach?
So I do construction, I do millwork, and I do welding as well, and along with construction.
The trades are awesome. If you're considering a career in the trades, it's a great field, and I applaud your school district for leaving it in the curriculum, and that's awesome.
Thanks.
Good for you.
And it is a great avenue for kids, because not every kid's going to go to college, and
Right.
not every kid's going to be successful. There's a lot of college degrees that are not used every year because it's not what people really
Right.
thought it was going to wind up being. So
Right.
they wind up going back to the trades, and
Yeah.
they can live really happy lives and do really well for their families.
I think we're figuring that out. I think the country has figured out that we need kids in the trades, good, reliable kids in the trades, and it's a great way to make a living, male, female, doesn't matter. So, all right, awesome, good for you. Okay, let's go through the season. What were some of the things that you will most remember? Let's not talk about state right now. Let's talk about the regular season. What are some of those core memories that you think you'll have forever? Let's start with you, Luca.
Well, I think the biggest one for me was whenever the Salem match play tournament. That's always so much fun for me. I love playing with all the girls from there. A lot of them are really nice, but I think the year before that, we just grew kind of a little bit of a rivalry between them. So it's always
With you
fun.
in Salem?
Yeah, it's always fun playing against them.
In match play.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So that's not stroke play. So for people that don't know, you have to win the hole, and you're playing. Is it a 9-hole match play?
It's 18.
Okay, so you prefer match play to stroke play.
Yes. I do really like it. It's lots of fun. I'm a very competitive person, so I think it kind of brings out that competitive side in me.
Okay.
So.
What number were you on the team this year? Usually.
I played as seed 2.
Okay, good for you. And how about for you? What will you remember from this season most?
I think I would probably remember just, we play in a lot of these tournaments with bigger 2A schools, and I feel like it was really cool because we were beating them and we were placing in these tournaments and bringing home trophies, which, we never really did before, so I feel like for me that was my favorite memory.
What was the key? What was the key for you guys to be able to take on these teams and to improve like this? Was it just having more good girls or getting used to the competition? What do you think was the key?
I would say, we all really improved a ton over the past year. We lost one senior between last year and this year. So, we had pretty much the same team. And I think just everyone honestly stepped up. And I feel like it was also kind of a confidence thing. We didn't realize that we were just as good as some of these 2A teams. And I feel like that definitely was the key, just realizing that.
How did you improve? What did you girls do to improve? I'm guessing you played a lot of golf, but
Yeah. We
Be
played
more
in the
specific.
off season.
A lot.
A lot of us did lessons in the off season together, and if it wasn't that, we were all out playing golf whenever we could, any nice days, and I think that really helped us. Anytime we could get a hand on the golf club, we would, and that really, really helped us improve.
every single phase of my golf game is terrible, but not yours. What are you best at?
Oh goodness. I really like my sand wedge so much. It's my favorite club. So I love my 60-yard approach shots or something, 30 yards, 90 yards. We work on a lot of those on the off season. So I think that's what I really like that.
How about you?
I would say I rely a lot on my irons and more of my short game. I'm not the longest hitter off the tee, so I rely on, being accurate with my irons, hitting greens. I'm a decent putter, so I would say that.
She's a junior.
I'm a junior.
You're a junior?
Yes.
Senior?
Yes.
A junior and senior. So you have a year to go,
Yes.
a year to improve. What are you most focused on improving?
I would say in the off season I want to try and improve my distance because, I've struggled with that over the past few years. And I think if I could just, add a little bit of distance off the tee and on my approach shots, I think that could help me a lot, not just in school golf, but also in tournament golf because you do play a little bit farther in tournament golf. So I would say that.
What's your plan for next year? Do you have a plan for next year?
I'm keeping my options open right now for sure. I'm looking at a lot of colleges. I'm thinking about going to some kind of JUCO or 2-year and then transferring into a 4-year. But nothing too crazy, but play a lot of golf.
Okay, let's talk about state now. So how would you describe the team's performance at state? Let's start with you, Maya.
I mean, I know I'm so proud of all of us. I'm really happy with how we finished. I think it was, the best case scenario for us. I think I wasn't expecting us to be in third after the first day. I was hoping just to do better than last year. And when I saw that leaderboard at the end of the round, I was like, wow. And I mean, we had like a 20-stroke lead. So I was really proud of all of us and how we played.
And what do you remember from the What do you remember from the first day? At the end of the first day, what place were you in, Coach?
At the end of the first day, we were in third place. But when we finished, there was still 4 teams that were coming through, and they were the 4 teams that had won the sectionals.
Okay.
So when they pair you up, they pair the third place teams together, the second place teams together, and all the first place teams together. And we knew going into it we wanted to be in that final pairing, because if you're in the top 4, then you get to play with the number 1 seeds. You get to play with all of them, and you'll have your best opportunity on day 2 to catch strokes, because you'll see how they're playing. They're playing right alongside of you. And that was really kind of what we set up for, to hopefully finish in that top 4.
Is that everybody's plan, to try to play with the best players because you play better with better players?
I would hope that's their plan. I mean, when I look at golf, that's the way I see it. I mean, I don't want to play with 15, 20 handicappers if I'm a 5 trying to compete with somebody who's a 0. It just makes it so much easier when you can play alongside of them.
And you're a golfer?
Yes.
How long have you been a competitive golfer?
I really started picking up golf after I got out of college, and I moved up north. I started teaching up there, and a guy named Bill Grant, he was a woodshop teacher, and he started playing golf with me all the time, and he played in the Pekin Marigold Festival. He played in the Bungee Best Ball, and he did all those kind of things. So I kind of held on to everything he ever said and just passed it on to everybody else.
All right. I want to talk about your memories from day number 2 and getting the trophy and how that felt. But first, it's almost wintertime in the Metro East, but no matter what the temperature, Viviano Heating and Air Conditioning has your emergency calls and maintenance services covered. Viviano is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving the Metro East for over 30 years. Viviano provides quality heating and cooling services, including repairs, installation, and maintenance. Looking for a new furnace or AC unit? Need emergency service or maintenance? What are you waiting for? Call to schedule a service appointment with Viviano today at 618-345-7498 or visit them online at vivianoair.com. Teach any HVAC?
I do not.
Not. That's a good one, though. It's a good trade.
It is a very good trade, one that's always in demand. Doesn't matter what time of year it is, there's always somebody that needs air conditioning or heating, right?
Yeah, always. Always. All right, let's talk day 2 memories at state. So you're in third place going into day 2, and your mindset is, let's get to first, or is it let's hang on to third? What were you thinking, girls?
I was actually very nervous coming into the second day. I played with some girls that I played with in sectionals or in some tournaments over the summer, so they were good, and I was a little scared and I was nervous. But I remember my dad, he said something to me after I got done. He was just like, all these other girls, they're just as nervous as you are. So, the nerves got to me at the beginning, but I'm glad I finally got it together later in the round. So,
how was your first tee shot of the day?
Oh it was not good.
Really?
I don't think I made it to the fairway. I was just short of the fairway. I was that nervous. My tee shot was not great.
But it's 18 holes. You play 18
Yes.
at state, right?
Yeah.
Is it shotgun, or does everybody start at 1?
No, everyone starts on 1. So.
Do they announce your name?
Yes. I love the lady who announces their name. She's so cool.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Second day memories for you?
I definitely would say, so I was the last group at state to finish. So, I don't know how many people were watching me on 18, but, there was a lot of people watching, and I got to come up 18 fairway with Coach Ellis, and I feel like that was probably one of my favorite memories. I don't check the leaderboard whenever I play, But I had a pretty good feeling that we still hung on to third. But obviously I don't know because I don't look at the leaderboard.
How about you? Did you know? Did you know the team was sitting in third at that point? Were you checking the app on your phone?
Correct.
Other golf coaches have told me that, yeah, you're checking an app on your phone for team scores and individual scores too, no?
Correct. You can check for both. And yes, I was watching them pretty closely. I knew we had third place locked up. I knew we were safe there. I probably knew that after about hole 9, 10. I kind of knew we were going to be pretty sure thing for third place. And then when we started going around the back 9, that course is designed, holes 13 through 17 are extremely difficult.
Say the course name.
It was Red Tail Run.
Okay, so you're not at the Den.
Correct. We were not at the Den. We were at Red Tail Run, which is a Raymond Floyd design course.
And where is it? Is it in Bloomington?
It's in Decatur.
Okay. I think you said that. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. Yeah, there's Class 1A and Class 2A are both in Decatur. And Class A is at the Raymond Floyd course, Red Tail Run, which is a fantastic course. And holes 13 through 17 are really tough. So I knew coming in, if we were close, we were going to have to make a push on some really hard holes. And that's kind of the way it broke down. And, we gave it our best, and we finished third, and we're proud of that, and that was fantastic.
First trophy in the history of Central Golf, boys or girls?
That is correct. I don't believe the boys ever won golf, and girls first time ever.
And do you coach the boys?
I do not. Coach Meyer does that.
Okay. And the moment you get the trophy, how describe that moment?
It was kind of surreal. You just kind of sit there like, wow, I can't believe we just accomplished this. This is fantastic. And then it kind of starts to sink in. Then everybody starts getting really excited, and you're jumping up and down. And it's like, yeah, we did it. And it's fantastic.
How would you describe that moment, girls?
Oh, goodness. It was crazy. I know I was a little upset with my round, but I remember getting with my team, and I love all the girls we play with. So they make me so happy. Like, I get off the course, and I'm a little upset with how my round played, but the second I get around them, they're wonderful. And I remember going up there and getting the trophy with all of them, and it was so cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Totally agree with Luca. Yeah. We have the best teammates ever. And it was just, ever since we went last year, I think we knew that we all could do better. So doing that much better, and I think we all had our own personal goals and just our team goal and achieving that, it was amazing. And
the reception, has the school appreciated you and recognized you and your accomplishment?
Yes, I'm really happy. I feel like this was awesome that we were able to do this, because I feel like golf is it's a wonderful sport, and where we live, football's a very big sport, and I love to watch it. I'm a big football fan, but I'm very glad that my team, all of us girls, we're bringing this sport to Clinton County, and we're showing all these other girls that are coming into Central, you could do this, this could be you. And I think that's awesome. And I love to help inspire people. And I feel like with the girls on my team and everything, we're doing just that. So,
especially in a county where volleyball is getting tons. Volleyball gets tons of recognition, and rightfully so. Mater Dei has had lots of success, and Central has had lots of success, and everybody cares a lot about football, obviously. But and at the Metro Esports Podcast, we make a big effort to make sure that everybody gets their flowers. So congratulations to you all on your third place trophy. That's a big deal, and you've got high expectations for next year. You can't wait to come back. What are you going to miss most?
Oh, I'm gonna miss Maya for sure. I'm gonna miss all the girls that I'm leaving behind. I was just talking about how I wish I could take them all with me to college or something. So I'm gonna definitely miss the team and Mr. Ellis a lot.
What was it like golfing for Mr. Ellis?
I remember my very first day of freshman year. The very first practice, I was so nervous, and it was my very first impression of him was oh my goodness, I'm so scared. But now, I genuinely think, I know it sounds silly, but he's definitely the best golf coach. I don't think we could have come where we are without him. So,
anything you want to add to that about playing for Steve Ellis here?
Oh yeah, he's awesome. I couldn't ask for a better coach, if I'm going to be honest, and he's such a good motivator for us and keeps us calm, and golf can be pretty stressful at times, and he does a great job just keeping us girls in line.
How do you keep them calm on the golf course?
A lot of things that I do is I'll just talk to them and be like, look, you're just as good as everybody else. You can do everything they can do. You're doing hard things right now. Just keep doing those. It's going to work out. Like you missed that putt, it lipped out. That's okay. We got the next one. There's more holes. There's always more chances. Maybe you'll hit one in from a chip shot. Who knows? Like there's always options.
Golf's a hard game.
I would like to add too that he says a lot of jokes and stuff, and he always knows how to make us laugh. So I can had so many bad shots, and anytime he's around me or anything, he just makes me smile. So
Good stuff. Way to go. You don't have this girl in shop class, do you?
I do actually.
No.
She
Do
took
you?
shop this
he
year.
does.
What are you doing in shop class?
Oh my goodness. Right now we're building drawers for the tables. So I'm a little bit behind.
Yeah, we're falling a little behind, but we'll catch up now.
How's she doing in shop class? Is she?
She's doing good. So she's got her dovetails done. We've got, she's got her dados done, and then we've got the drawers bottoms dadoed. So she's got that. So now we just got to come back and do some dovetails. Once we get the dovetailed fronts on, then we're gonna make sure it fits. If it fits, she gets an A. If she doesn't, well,
You are learning a lot.
I am.
You may be a furniture builder
I'm
one
a
day.
little nervous. I'm a little nervous.
No shop for you?
No, not this year.
Not-
Maybe next year if I have an extra class or something.
All right. Any shout outs before you get out of here, girls? Coach? Let's start with the girls. Any shout outs?
I would like to give a shout out to Don Kipper. He's one of our golf coaches that we practice with in the off season. He's definitely helped us come to where we are at.
Winning one for the Kipper.
Mhm.
All right. Nice. Who else?
And definitely Mallory Schubert, Riley Scholes, Sophie Marcus, and Lily Lapp. Those were the other 4 girls that we that were with us up at state.
Yes, definitely all of our teammates. Coach Gepke, he's our assistant coach. He helps us out a lot. Say my parents for taking me all the tournaments and being so supportive.
Yeah, I was gonna say my parents too. They're wonderful.
the girls did a good job covering all their teammates and their coaches and all that. And we also need to thank the administration and the school, the teachers, because we do miss a lot of school, and they're always very, very accommodating, trying to make sure that we can get our assignments caught up. And I don't think I have one girl that's got a C or worse. They're all A's and almost straight A's, actually, and I got maybe one with a B. That's about as low as it gets for us. So
That's great.
that's fantastic, and we want to make sure we thank all of them for allowing us to do what we love so we can continue to grow as student athletes, and the student comes first.
Well, congratulations. Integrity Spine and Joint Center, Team of the Month, and the Mespy winner for 1A Girls Golf Team of the Year. You're winning all that stuff. So congratulations on the first ever trophy for golf at Central High School. And thank you all for listening to the Metro Esports podcast presented by Little Caesars Pizza. And big thanks to guests Jack Grimm, Kevin Paolo, Steve Ellis, Dr. Langston, Luca Lyons, and Maya Kempworth. And for partners, Cassins, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Keller Williams Marquee, The Blasting Game Group, Dazzling Decor and more, Integrity Spine and Joint Center, Front Office, Fiduciary Network, Oakbrook Golf Club, Viviano Heating and Air Conditioning, Play It Again Sports, Edwardsville, and Dazzling Decor and more. And for my teammates, Kayla Kohlberg, Luke Slemmer, and Kala Espensheed, thank you all for listening to the Metro Esports podcast, talking all things sports in the Metro East.